It was plain. Matthew, along with the other three gospel writers, all recorded about Jesus' triumphant entry into Jerusalem. But my brothers and sisters, I want us to also understand that how Jesus entered Jerusalem this last time didn't happen by happenstance. It wasn't a spur-of-the-moment decision. It wasn't spontaneous. It wasn't impromptu. It wasn't off the cuff. It was planned. It was planned. Let's look closer. Jesus and his disciples, watch this, stay with me. Jesus and his disciples were approaching Jerusalem from the east as they came up the road from Jericho. They reached the town of Bethphage on the eastern slope of the Mount of Olives. Jesus then decides to send not one, but two disciples. He sent two of the disciples into town ahead to find a donkey and a colt. Now, I like Matthew's rendition of this narrative because the other gospel writers doesn't say that there was two animals. They only say that there was one. Matthew adds and says that there was a donkey and a colt. Now, watch this, my brothers and sisters. Jesus told the disciples, stay with me. Jesus told the disciples when he sent them to bring not one, but both, the donkey and the colt. You're going to find them there tied, untied, bring them to me. Jesus gives them instructions. All of this is a part of the divine plan. It's a part of the plan. Part of the plan. Jesus says, go get them. Go get the donkey and the colt, untie them, and bring them back to me. You know why I like this text? I like this because Jesus was very specific in his instructions. The disciples wasn't to get on the colt and the donkey and try to ride them. That's not the instruction. Don't ride them back. Bring them back. Got to follow instructions. That's the only thing I'm trying to tell you. Mark, in his rendition of the text in Mark chapter 11, Mark says that the donkey was untamed. I think I got some country people in here. Which would suggest if they would have tried to get on the donkey, would have been bucking because he was untamed. Don't you try to ride.
That's right. Amen.
He's untamed. You can't handle it.
That's right.
I feel like hollering. Bring him to me. I can handle it. I wish I had him in here. And I don't know who I'm talking to, but the Holy Spirit sent me here. The Lord sent me here to remind you that there are some situations and people that you've got to deal with in your life that's too much for you. They wild. You can't handle them. But the Lord sent me here to tell you, you quit trying to handle them. And the Lord told me to tell you, bring them. All that stuff, people, that you can't handle, that's too much for you, that's making you lose sleep, got you on hypertension medicine. Jesus said, you got it. Bring them to him. I thank God. So that was the plan. That's the plan. And so you need to understand it's never part of the plan for you to try to handle that wild stuff and them wild people. Quit trying to handle them. You can't handle them. Just bring them to Jesus. You get it? He can handle it. All right. So Jesus gave instructions. He says, now bring them to me. Bring them to me. Bring both of them, the donkey and the colt. Don't ride them. They're untamed. They're wild. Bring them to me. All right. So they